Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of DIY, the home of all the glue guns, craft knives and Coke bottles. Right, let's move down to number 15, which they aren't labelled. Even mildly infuriating labels them, I believe. Right, here we go. I wonder if I can count to 15. Right, number 15, I caught my first one in the wild. Here we go, what you found. Are you gonna make slippers out of jeans? Yes, you are. Why though? So, that is a brand new pair of jeans. Looking at it, they're not used, and you just destroyed them. It will probably cost you less to buy slippers than it would for just a pair of jeans, let alone that slab of, I imagine it's some kind of rubber. But yeah, it will cost you less just to buy slippers. Moving on! My brother and sister-in-law came across this gem while out house hunting. Wow, the bathroom door is a glass pane door right next to the toilet. And it's a toilet facing towards the... It is. That is a gem. Doesn't look like a bad bathroom. I would just replace that door immediately. If everything else is perfect in their house, that wouldn't stop me buying it. All I would think of is it's the price of the house plus £50 for another door. It's easily fixed. Unless you're renting, because then you can't actually change the door. If you're looking for a place to rent, I would not go with that. But if you're house hunting to buy, it's a quick upfront cost, but if the house is perfect, why not? Found my first wild scorpion. Surprise your guests, open half a chicken, add crab legs and a sausage tail. Scorpion, no. Face hugger, maybe. But why would you do that? Surprise your guests. Serve up a face hugger. Why not, while you're at it, just throw it at them? Right. I'd name it Stoolie. Okay, cut out a circle. Some legs. Is that only 2 legs? Are you giving it feet? Why are you giving it feet? Is it just me, or are those feet not level? Yeah, foam for the base. All the legs. Are you going to be carving it? Oh, you're giving it jeans. Back come the jeans. Wow. Really? There go the legs. Oh. Really? I don't even know what to say to that, other than kill it with fire. It's creepy and just weird. And concrete and a horseshoe kettleball found at a Goodwill in Sweet Home, Alabama. So someone made a kettleball out of a lump of concrete. And they're selling that for $7? $7 for tetanus. They could have at least put some kind of protection on the iron in the horseshoe. Just a little quality of life that means you don't have to take several trips to the hospital. Tried to hang the curtain rod above my front door yesterday. Didn't realise what I'd done until I stepped back. Okay, so you put it in front of your door. The door could open that way, but looking at the hinges, it doesn't. And that is a pretty small curtain to go... Yeah, because even if it was above the door, you'd have that much window that is uncovered from that curtain. Just have a slightly smaller curtain rail and put it on the door, and then it will open with the door. And it will be perfectly sized for... Well, not perfectly sized. It's still too short for the window, but sometimes you do see them on the doors themselves. So... I think you did buy the wrong curtain for the job, or the wrong rail for the job. You bought a curtain that's supposed to go on the door, and a rail that's supposed to go above the door. But each to their own. How can you do that and step back and see that you've done that wrong? You were putting them on the outside of the frame. You were right up against it. You were right up against the problem. But somehow you didn't spot it until you stepped back. Okay. This is so strange. Microwave Skittles. Smush them. It's just 5-minute crafts. Everything is 5-minute crafts. Wrap a normal Skittle in the crushed, melted brethren of its kin. Okay. Same with other colours, and wrapping it round. Is he making a gobstopper? And then on the outside layer, do a multicoloured layer. Push them all together so there's no gaps. Okay. Layer it around, and now you've made a Smarties gobstopper. And then smash it. And then serve it. Why? Why would you serve... Wow, see, that's got... That little... Or even the smallest segment has got to be like 2,000 calories. The amount of Skittles that go into that. That ball in the background must be 30 packs of Skittles, the big bags. Oof, that's next. Just buy a gobstopper. A lot of these are just buy the original. It's much cheaper. I made a drill powered ice cream cone spinner that I thought this sub would enjoy. Right. So you've got a cone. You've got a cone holder and a drill that you keep under your TV because everyone does. Just because it works doesn't mean it should. It's like the pot noodle spinning forks, but I don't know how I'm going to say this, but messier. I don't know how it's possible, but this is actually messier than the pot noodle spinning forks. But yeah, it's just the way he keeps his drill under his TV cabinet. DVDs, Blu-rays, drill. But whatever floats his boat. And if he really wants to lap up that ice cream like some deranged dog, you do you. You do you. Next, about 15 years ago, I got drunk and nicked a security camera. The next day I gutted it and put a light bulb in. It's been stowed away ever since until today. So he made a spotlight out of a security camera that he stole, and then put it in his loft for 15 years, or in the garage, or wherever. But he did all this work, put a light bulb in, and then come around for a sudden realisation that he's been a dumbass and just try to hide his evidence. 15 years ago, and now he decides to bring it out and show everyone how stupid he was. Why would you do that? Not even as like a burglar deterrent, because any burglar would look at that and if the light was on, go, that's not a security camera, because they'd only be doing it in the dark when the light would be on. Yeah, just a stupid idea. This paperweight was clearly made with hot glue gun abuse. I found it on my grandfather's desk after he passed, and apparently I made it when I was 4. DIY the feels. So picked up a lump of... It's concrete as well, which is another favourite. Concrete, pegs, hot glue, and some seashells. Hopefully he didn't glue the peg shut, because then it could actually be used to hold useful things, but he hasn't stated it, so I'm going to say that he glued it shut. The next post. When you want the person overtaking behind you to have a heart attack. So they painted that to the back of their truck, so they think they're reversing the whole way. Whoever falls for that is obviously blind, and the person doing it is not a bad job, but it really should belong on awful taste, great execution. Because it's actually pretty well painted. The fact that it's on one with the doors and the bars kind of throws it off, but If it was one of the rolling shutters, potentially that could probably work. And the fact that it starts way up. Right, moving on. Imagine running into your in-laws while wearing these. Wow. That's a look. Yeah, that's definitely a look. I'm gonna move on. This mailbox. What in the trailer trash hell am I looking at? Why the f*** is it plugged in? They plugged it into the... What? I imagine that's just a fake outlet, obviously. But it's plugged in. Why? The hell? I don't even know what to say about that. It's just stupid. And he's got two little solar panel little garden lights on it as well. So the postie can see it in the dark when obviously the postman always works when it's pitch black. Number 2, perfect shoes don't exist. Wow, they put a knife in the shoes. Are those the if they are spring powered, they can possibly be set off at any moment. So every step you take, every move you make, you'll be activating those. I don't have to glue the end of the knife to the shoe, but the knife can still be removed in an emergency. Okay. So hot glue is used, has to be on here. Just drag the foot back. Okay. Yeah. Probably illegal in the UK. Okay, probably definitely illegal in the UK, that hidden blade. But whatever floats your boat. My mum tried to make a cane for my dad. Oh, looking down, I'm like, okay, there's a screw, there's a nail head, and then there's the nail sticking out of the wood. And there's the edges haven't been sanded, they're all splintery. Jesus Christ. Mother, you trying to kill Dad? Jeez. The hell did she get that from? I think she just picked up a stick off a dump site and just went, that'll do. He's been a pain in my ass for so long, I'm just going to give him this and hopefully he gets some kind of disease from the nail. Right, and that has been the last month of DIY. I will see you next week. Well, I'll be either doing another subreddit that we've already seen, or one that you leave in the description below, or message me on Twitter or whatever you want to do. Link to that will be down in the description. If you liked this week, hit the like button. If you didn't, don't hit the like button. If you want to see me next week, you can press subscribe. If you want to get notified next week, hit the bell next to the subscribe button and turn on all notifications. Because eventually YouTube might give you my video. But I will see you next week. Goodbye.